One of the neat things to come out of Disney Plus is that the platform is allowing their artists to experiment and make their own short films. The talented artists of Walt Disney Animation Studios done exactly that with the Short Circuit series. These little bite-sized shorts are an opportunity for them to let their imagination and creativity fly, and is also a great way to spotlight some of the folks whose names pass by during the end credits. All 14 shorts released are of high quality, but I'm going to count down my 10 favorites. It was really hard to narrow down, but this is the order that fit with my taste. But I would love to read your own top 10. So let's get started. Exchange Student. The idea of a young girl finding herself at a school with literal aliens is such a clever concept, and Natalie Nourigat has a lot of fun with it. The humor is definitely there, but the heart is also present as we sympathize with her. We see her try so hard to become friends with these aliens, and the story's progression takes an inventive turn in how she overcomes this. The designs for these alien globs are excellent, and their planet and school also showcase a lot of imagination. While all the shorts are computer animated, some of them apply a hand-drawn-like appearance, this one included. It's a sweet short that I think is especially important for younger viewers to watch and learn something from. Downtown. While some of the shorts in this series have a story to tell, others are a bit more about showing off different animation techniques. Downtown falls into the latter category, as it's mostly a colorful trip through a city, but done in a way that celebrates art. Not that character development is non-existent, as our lead does go through an arc as a mural takes him from one place to the next. This is the kind of film that could only be done in animation, and the use of color is spectacular. Kendra Vandeville's vision for the short comes through really well, and Benjamin Robinson composes a fitting piece of music. Downtown is a fast-paced film that whizzes by, but it's not one to forget. Elephant in the Room. I have a soft spot for stories centered on the relationships between people and animals. In addition to showing the bond between a boy and an elephant, we also see the connection between the boy and his father, and the different ways they see this elephant's role in their lives. However, there's also a good theme about knowing where an animal truly belongs, and the boy's arc is played out nicely. The elephant itself is certainly adorable, and that adds to our immediate liking towards him. Brian Scott and his team also did a nice job of creating the jungle environment for the characters to reside in. Elephant in the Room definitely succeeds in having that winning combination of humor and heart, along with a needed message about animal rights. Zenith. Jennifer Stratton mentions in the short's intro that she was influenced by Fantasia when making this film, and you can definitely tell. The use of outer space is eye-catching, and the love for the stars and constellations is definitely there. The stag at the center of the short is able to convey so much of his excitement as well as his fears, and the stakes really go up when a black hole forms. Nathan Curtis composes a fitting score for the short. It really does succeed in transporting you to the outer reaches of space, and the animation is beautifully done. It's an exciting and stunning short that really makes me curious to see how Walt Disney Animation would handle an adventure set in a star-filled galaxy. Jinghua. Kung Fu is a martial art that I think translates really well to animation, and this short showcases that in a way that also touches on themes of grief and mourning. There was definitely a focus on Jerry Hun's part to portraying the culture correctly, and the animation on the protagonist is fantastic. Her movements have a fantastic fluidity to them, and the watercolor-like imagery is spectacularly done. We definitely get a sense of what she's feeling from her movements, facial expressions, and what she creates via her kung fu. The short ends on a poignant note that highlights what a great storytelling device martial arts can be. Hair Jutsu. Another short inspired by martial arts, this one takes a more comedic approach as it focuses on a girl who doesn't want to have a haircut. Brian Estrada has a lot of fun, and the girl ends up being a spunky lead. Her passion for Taekwondo is one that feels genuine and leads to some great gags, especially when we enter her imagination. The animators at Disney have really paved the way for how to handle long hair in computer animation, and I was impressed by how they utilize the character's locks. The barber ends up being a memorable presence himself, both inside and outside the girl's dream world. There was often an uncertainty of what would happen when we went to barbers as children, and Hair Jutsu captures that really well. The Race. The Grim Reaper is admittedly a rather morbid subject, but animators have always found ways to turn him into a comedic personality. Terry Mose does just that in this short, portraying the Reaper chasing after a cyclist participating in a race. There are a number of darkly comic bits scattered throughout the short as the Reaper fails to get his target, but where the story goes is actually a bit of a surprise, but a welcome one nonetheless. The environments of this Tour de France-like competition are used to great effect, and the energy of the race definitely comes through, resulting in a very entertaining and exciting short. Lightning in a Bottle. There's a magical quality Virgilio Giannichino brings to this short, as we follow a boy trying to catch, well, lightning in a bottle. Aquino takes that familiar term and expands on it by portraying the wonder that can come from just going out and seeing the world outside at night. The use of light is incredible, with the short showing both the dangers and the enchanting feeling from the way they illuminate the night sky. The visuals are stunning, and the farm location makes for a fitting setting in the story. The young boy is well designed too, with the animators capturing his curiosity and excitement nicely. You get the sense how much he loves science and the way it fuels his desire to learn. Lightning in a Bottle ends up being an inspiring short for anyone with a fascination with lightning bolts and the power they hold. Just a thought. For this short, Brian Menz elected to make the short in the style of a comic strip, and it feels like such a loving homage, right down to the dots in the background. The use of thought bubbles is brilliant, and I love how they even interact with the characters and play a role in the story. This short really feels like it exists in the world of a comic strip, and it does make one think about whether that's how these characters communicate. The story itself is also lovely, as we see a boy work up the courage to talk to a girl he likes. It really captures that feeling of wanting to make a good first impression, but the worry of potentially messing it up. I was all smiles the entire time watching, just a thought. And my number one favorite Disney Plus short circuit is Drop. Hearing the description, you might think this is a simple idea. It's about a raindrop who is born and then rains down to the surface. However, director Trent Corey finds so many funny and creative ways to utilize this raindrop. His design is incredibly endearing, and the other raindrops he encounters are hilarious. The way the camera follows the raindrop on his journey is incredible, and puts you right there with it. When animation gives sentient life to certain things, the best films make you think if that's what they're really thinking, and Drop succeeds at that. It really shows you everything a raindrop might go through, and the musical score by Nathan Curtis is fantastic. I loved this short so much that after I binged all the short circuits in one go, I went back and watched it again. While I did limit this list to 10 shorts, I do want to mention Puddles, Lucky Toupee, Cycles, and Fetch, which are also great and also show the incredible creativity and talent of every single one of the artists working at Walt Disney Animation Studios right now. I hope that Disney continues to support their artists like this by allowing them to create their own shorts and showcase them on Disney+. All of you did a great job and should be proud of yourselves. Once again, please let me know your favorite short circuits, and I'll see you next time.